Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. It's your brother Yeshurun Yusuf from the Hebrew Israelite Teachers. And today's lecture is called The Hidden Illuminati Message in Cartoons. I know a lot of people done heard of the cartoon Popeye the Sailor Man. I used to watch that when I was a kid. And I know, a lot of people kind of out there saying, you know, um, what this brother finna talk about, cartoon Popeye Sailor Man. You heard of that. But I want to tell you about the hidden messages, that the Illuminati put in cartoons way back in the 20s and the 30s, just to prepare the New World Order and the things that's going on today. And I'm going to get right off into this lecture, and, as you know, that it was four main characters in Popeye. You had Pluto, you had Oliver, you had Winston, and you had Popeye. I'm going to tell you about the characters that they played in Popeye. Blue Nose was known as an Arab. That liked it Western culture and liked it Western women. Oliver, the name Oliver, they said that Oliver means holy, Jesus, you know, the holy woman, so that's why they had her name Oliver and showed the Arab always wanted the Western woman, the Caucasian woman. So they always portrayed, you know, the people over there in the Middle East as bad people, in cartoons. They were doing this back in the 20s and 30s. They had Winfrey as an Asian who living over here in America, who done adapted to American culture. You probably always seen him eating a hamburger, and and dealing in things in America, when you look at the cartoons. And Popeye, the main character of the movie cartoon Popeye the Sailor Man. Popeye name, probably think it's just, a cartoon name, just the name for entertainment, but that name um, really is pronounced Poppy. Poppy is a plant grown over there in the Middle East. You probably call it the opium poppy plant, and we know that Popeye was a sailor, a Navy man who run the coast guard. Anything, any drugs, anything come on that water, come on that coast. Pop would know about it because he in the military and he works on. I mean, that's his job on the sea. And but the can that he has in the can, they um telling you and saying that it was spinach, but it was poppy plant that he was eating. And that's why I always when he needed strength, he always had to open the can, like open his pocket, but he pronounced the name Popeye, but it's really it's pronounced Poppy, in Popeye. If you know that you get high on narcotics, your eyes up. That's why they call it Popeye, but his name really means Poppy, but they had these names in order to fool you, to not know what they were speaking about and talking about. And they made a lot of these cartoons because a lot of, brothers was going to war, in this time. A lot of fighting going on in the war. So in order to, you know, put mind psychology on the people in, the army who was going over there fighting, a lot of these people just, brothers over there was using the opening plant. And they was coming back drug addicts, after Vietnam and all these other wars. These people were, drug addicts. So they portrayed Popeye as a military man who really was a drug addict who used the drugs in order to get strength to fight. That's what, the Popeye the Sailor Man was just portraying, that the military, of America, who conquer all the other nations, and they always conquer the Middle East to be, um, the Middle Eastern people. That's what this is all about. That's what Bluto was just played as Middle Eastern, Arab, and they had Popeye as just a, American soldier, but just speaking to him as all the soldiers, but they were portraying him as one man. this was just a manipulation that they was doing to, the people's mind and the kids' mind way back in the 20s and 30s. Now you can see today that America fights in war over there in the Middle East. They fighting Pluto. You see that olive oil is all over the world now. You know, um, claiming that she's the best woman in the world, the Caucasian woman, telling her man what to do. You see the order thing change. The battle of the sexes, this is way back in the 20s. Oliver was doing this with Popeye, telling him what to do. You know, was she faithful to her husband? No. She was a harlot. They were showing her messing with Pluto, different other means, making Oliver, making Popeye mad. This movie was about letting you know that it was all right to go out and cheat on her. That it was all right to use drugs. It was all right to hate these people over there in the Middle East. And I just, wanted to bring that to a lot of people mind who want to search knowledge and this, and something real plain, from a kid's level so you can understand it. And it might be so plain where you might don't get it. But the Most High, told me to make a video about this and tell, my brothers and sisters about, the movies and the cartoons that they're watching, how deep on it they are. And the Illuminati use these cartoons to deceive the kids and deceive the masses of the country in order to, continue their new world order. And that's all I wanted to bring to your life, with this video. And if you want to go watch, the cartoon Popeye, just watch 40, the 40 series. And just keep watching, the cartoon and it'll come to light all the things that, hidden message in that cartoon, and I just want to bring it to your life, and, so you can go and and tell your kids and tell people about watching certain cartoons that probably is not helpful for them to watch. So I just want to bring that to you. The most I told me to do a video to for my Israelite brothers, so they can just check out the things that's going on in America. This is brother Jesse from Israel from the Hebrew